Bodhisattva, won't you take me by the hand? Bodhisattva, won't you take me by the hand? Won't you show me glory of your China? Any Steely Dan fans out there? That's our subject for today. Bodhisattvas. And you may be one. For the next few weeks, I will be talking about some of the great, famous bodhisattvas. Maybe we'll talk about one a week or so. And you probably know a lot of them. Canon, aka Guanyin Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva, the bodhisattva that we chant, whose name we chant in the Heart Sutra each week. And then of course you have Jizo, Manjusri, Maitreya, Samantabhadra. Some of them are really hard to pronounce, even harder to spell. But who are these guys and gals? Because it's not a matter of male and female. As a matter of fact, we'll see with Canon, he kind of made a switch. Started off as a boy, ended up as a girl. But these wonderful beings are beyond all divisions and separations. That's why they're bodhisattvas. According to the tradition, especially of Mahayana Buddhism, bodhisattvas are very advanced, enlightened or nearly enlightened beings who passed up their opportunity to be Buddhas in order to help all of us. And according to many views of popular Buddhism, they're folks who you can call on when you need a helping hand. When you need a helping hand. Anyway. They're always there for us. In that sense, they kind of are like saints, or even there's some that sometimes that they bear a great resemblance to even a figure like Jesus in Christianity, whose name you can call on and they will take you to Buddha heaven, where you can live amidst the wonders of that pure land, that enlightened land. We're going to talk about all this, and you may ask me, but Jundo, do these bodhisattvas described in the sutras with all their amazing superhuman powers, do they really exist? Are they really out there? And I'm going to say, no. And yes. Let me explain. See, first off, I want to tell you about the book I'm going to be working from. I'm going to be using several resources, but this is a very good one. It's called Faces of Compassion by a wonderful Soto priest, Taigen Dan Layton. And it looks at each of the bodhisattvas as a kind of an archetype, which means they're symbols for the best that's in us as human beings. In other words, you have within you the compassion, the caring to do what a bodhisattva has vowed to do. And what has a bodhisattva vowed to do? Save all sentient beings. We chant that each week as part of our 4 vows. We have that within us to work for the benefit and liberation of all the world, all our fellow sentient beings. So, in a sense, if you realize and touch that aspect, you are a bodhisattva. You! I'm talking to you! So, in that sense, since you exist in the world, and you can be a bodhisattva, then yes, bodhisattvas really exist. Kanun, Maitreya, Manjusri, Samantabhadra inside you. And it doesn't mean that you have to be able to fly across space and time in a single leap, like some bodhisattvas are described as doing in the sutras, although in our Zen practice we jump across space and time all the time in a flash, but that's another story. What I mean is, in your ordinary life, to lend a helping hand, help an old lady across the street, give a smile to someone who needs it, lend an ear to someone who needs someone to listen, to share, to show compassion, to make peace where there is strife, to provide medicine to the sick, to feed the hungry, just to give up your seat on the bus. This is all the work of a bodhisattva. But enough for today. We're going to be talking about, as I said, the bodhisattvas and how they are us over the coming weeks. Right now, let's do what Buddhas and bodhisattvas do, which is Zazen.